Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Okay, so today we're not going to do any grammar lesson. We have finished with grammar. I'm sure you are happy. So for today's lesson is how to write an eco charter. Today we're going to write my school eco charter. Eco charter. Eco, it means when you are friendly to the environment, right? Charter, this is an example. I know it's empty, but it's just to show you because you are supposed to design one. You are supposed to design the school eco charter. So here you are going to write the title of it. You write it that way or this way, whatever you want. And then here you're going to put pictures of your school, pictures here too. And then you're going to write your 10 eco charter. We're going to have 10 eco charter. We're going to do them together. Okay? Now, before we dive into it, let's read the situation of integration. Okay, situation of integration. As a member of the International Eco School Program, there is a program called an Eco School within your school, and you are a member. You are required, they ask you, you are required to write a list. You are required to write a list of 10, not 8, not 7, 10, of 10 eco principles for my school eco charter. In order to clean the environment from litter and, what does it mean litter? It means rubbish. Do you remember? We did it. For example, in the classroom, you must not throw rubbish on the floor. Okay? And protect endangered animals. What does it mean endangered animals? Endangered animals means animals who are threatened to disappear. Okay? And plants or plants. Species. In my country, in Algeria, we have to know that we have a lot of endangered animals and plants, and they need to be protected from disappearing. Okay, so when you are going to construct your 10 principles, you're going to give them to your classmates. They have to read them and they have to abide with them. It means they have to act on them. I'm not just going to read my 10 principles and then throw them. No, I'm going to act on them. Okay, so let's do that. 10 eco principles for my school eco charter. Okay, task: reorder each of the following principles. Okay, so here we're going to reorder. I have 10 principles and I have mixed words. I'm going to reorder them. I didn't want to give them to you. It's too easy. So let's do it together. Okay, take a piece of paper and a pen and let's start. So what do we have? We have together, okay, together, better, do you remember? Better, comparative of good, work, it's your verb, and for future. So this is my first principle. How am I going to write? Okay, how would you say? Okay. So together, work, okay, together. Okay, work, yes, together, work, for what? For a better future or future better? Better future, because here it comes as an adjective. It defines the future. For a better future. Okay, so this was my first principle. Right? It's easy? Okay, let's do the second one. Okay, for the second one, we have endanger, protect, species, plants, we, and must. Here I have a pronoun, so I should start my sentence with a pronoun. Okay, think about it. So I'm going to start with we, okay, and then what do you have? You have a model. Where's your model here? Is this a model? No, this is a model. Yes, we must. Must, it's a strong obligation. We must. Where's your verb? Yes, protect. We must protect. Protect. Protect what? Protect. Endangered. Yes. Okay, endangered. Endangered species plant? Does it sound correct? No, it's not really correct. Yes, plant species. Okay. Because we have different plant species. If you remember when we did our lectures before the lockdown, we have studied the atlas cedar, the pistachio. The pistachio is a huge tree. Do you remember? I hope so. Okay, so this was for the second principle. Let's move on to the third principle, please. Okay, let's move on to the third principle. So we should start with the subject, we, yes. Then what do we have? Model, must, we must. Your verb, preserve, we must preserve. Preserve what? Endangered, yes, endangered. Endangered species animal? No, animal species, right? Animal species. Again, we said that the synonym of preserve would be protect. Okay, is it good so far? Okay, let's move on to the fourth principle. Precious is wildlife. It's defend. Okay, here we don't have any subject, so we're going to start with the noun, which is wildlife. Wildlife. Australia is famous for the wildlife, because if you go to Australia, they have this balance between the modern life and the wildlife, which is really amazing. Okay, so wildlife. Wildlife is what? Wildlife is precious. What does it mean, precious? Valuable. Is precious. Defended. Defended here, it sounds like an order. Defendants. Okay, defendants. Okay, it's an imperative here. Here we use the imperative form. Okay. Number 5. Clean up our must environment school. Okay, we should start with the subject. We. Okay, your model. Must. We must. We must what? Clean up. Yes. We must clean up. Clean up what? Clean up our environment school. Environment school. Does it sound correct? Our school environment. Our school environment. Okay, did you write it with me? Okay. Moving on to the fifth principle. The sixth one. The sixth one is a bit long, but you can do it. Okay. So where do you start from? Okay, we're going to start with we. We must not, prohibition. We must or mustn't. We must not or mustn't. Your verb, forget. We must not forget. The damage. The damage or the dangers. We're going to start with dangers. And what? And the damage. Okay, damage. That letter, we said letter, it means rubbish. Okay? That letter can, yes, can cause to our environment. Okay? Okay. This was for number 6. Okay, number 7. Okay, so for number 7, what do we have? Waste not, we or must water trees and cats. Start with we. Excellent. We must. Yes, we must. We must not. So you can say must not or mustn't. We must not waste water, yes, or cut trees, or cut trees. A piece of advice that I can give you is don't leave your tap open when you are cleaning up the dishes. Don't leave it open. Try not to waste water, and try with your neighborhood to program a day where you plant trees with your neighbors. For example, once a year. Okay? Trees. Yes? Number 8. Okay, number 8, recycle and reduce products reuse. Okay, this one sounds like a slogan, okay, that you can see in magazines or newspapers in order to raise people awareness toward the protection of the environment. So, where shall I start from? I should start from reduce. Reduce. Okay, reduce. Reuse. And what? And recycle. And recycle products. Everything that you can recycle is good. If you can recycle plastic, metal, paper, it's a good alternative. Okay? Yes, number 9. For number 9, what do we have? Join group and should eco-friendly way. Okay? So, we should start with we, yes, should, it's your model. Where's your verb here? We should join, yes. We should join. And, yes, and eco-friendly group. Okay? Group or a club. If you go to European countries, they have club. They have chess club, an eco-friendly club. Unfortunately, we don't have this in Algeria. It's too bad. Okay, now number 10, and the last one. So what do we have here? The in global save and now planet the part BA2 effort. Where should we start from? So B, yes, be a part, be a part of what? Be a part in the global, here we're talking about the word, the entire word, but in the global effort to save the planet. Yeah, I should have written the planet. Okay. This is a universal effort. Different countries, they come together in order to protect the environment and the planet. And we already have different organizations. One of them that you already know is UNESCO. Okay, next one. Okay, we have finished. Now let's recap. We're going to recap my 10 eco-friendly or eco principles. Okay. Just to recap. So, work together for a better future. We must protect endangered plant species. We're talking about plants. We must preserve endangered animal species. Wildlife is precious, defend it. Yes. We must clean up our school environments. We must not forget the dangers and the damage that litter can cause to our environment. We must not waste water or cut trees. Okay. Reduce, reuse and recycle products. We should join an eco-friendly group and be a part in the global effort to protect and save the planet. Hold on a minute. I don't know if all my students are writing the lessons that I'm giving you on YouTube. I hope so. I hope you are writing every single lesson that we are doing on your copybook. And for this one, I would like you to form it into a poster. You can take whatever white paper you want, and then you write your title here, the title of the lesson. You can draw pictures or take pictures from the internet, stick them here. And here we're going to write your 10 eco principles, and you're going to stick it on your copybook. I hope you will do it. And this is the end of the lesson. See you for another one. Stay tuned and thank you.